On April 1st, 2006, yes, April Fool's Day, a group of people prayed and worked like crazy to open the doors for the first time to a new church called Church of the Suncoast. They met in a very unconventional place. They met in a little daycare in the back of Suncoast Crossings.
The things that are probably most striking in my memory, I don't remember whether it was Friday or whether it was Saturday that we were doing the first setup, but we were joking about it the other day that took like 5 hours, and I had no idea how much stuff you had. You kept pulling out box after box after box of microphone cables and all that stuff, and we were running back between Kirby, which we had built in your driveway at night without any lights, right? And then painted on your lawn and left black marks all over the place. Kirby's the sound card, right? Lights that I wasn't anticipating, there was cables I wasn't anticipating. We didn't even know how to run the stuff. We had to put together a makeshift stage. And like I said, I think it was Friday, we were there for a good 5 hours. So we had blue tape down the middle of the room, we had blue tape around the outside of the room because we had cables everywhere. Yeah, the funny thing is we had like 3 high school kids that were there working their their fannies off. You had an unemployed sales manager. You had a general contractor, and a 28-year-old pastor. And so that was our A team. Everything was very hand to mouth. We had no funds. We had no funds for anything. The first Sunday or two, we had a U-Haul trailer in order to get all of our stuff back and forth. The thing that's interesting in retrospect when you look back is just how God provided for what our needs were. We needed a trailer. We didn't have any money to buy a trailer, and we had a friend that was starting a business and had a trailer and didn't have any use for it, and loaned it to us for a couple of months. So here now we have a trailer that we're able to use free of charge. And when they finally needed it, we had amassed enough funds plus about $200 spare that we could grit down hard on our inside of our cheeks or whatever and make a decision that we should go ahead and buy a trailer. He provided people that formed the building blocks for what is the congregation today. For me, it was a very interesting experience. Never been in an experience like that before, and everything that happens, is so important to you, surviving or not surviving. And it's a matter of, do we gamble because we could go insolvent and not be here in a month's time. And so it just makes everything, it amplifies the importance of the decision, and it kind of amplifies the gift that you're receiving.
The little church didn't have much in the way of cool things that other churches had. In fact, everything fit nicely into a small work trailer. But the church quickly outgrew the little daycare and graduated to elementary school. Oakstead Elementary School, to be exact. The church helped the school open its doors for the first time in the fall of 2006. And when the church opened their doors for the first time at Oakstead in September of 2006, 5 people accepted Christ on that day. Many more followed, and many more were baptized in the first of 3 kiddie pools that were used for baptism. God kept growing the church for the first part of 2007 to over 120 people until the news came that the church had to go, like move, and now. Where would they go? What would they do? Finally, at the final hour, an opening about 15 to 20 minutes away at Martinez Middle School on Little Lutz Lake Fern Road said that we could use their cafeteria. It was a tough move for the church, and much of the early momentum was lost on this new facility. But new faces came through the doors still, and God changed lives. People accepted Christ, and the largest baptism celebration to date was held one Sunday in the fall of 2007. The church also opened up its first office and gathering spot called The Warehouse as they launched their community groups during the week. 2008 brought the return to State Road 54 for the church at their current campus at Russia Middle School. As 2008 rolled on, new attendance barriers were broken almost monthly, and in November and December it was normal for crowds in the 130s, 140s, even 160 for Christmas Eve. Sensing the growth and the need to add new space, they went to 2 services in the spring of 2009, and the attendance numbers jumped to 170 and even the record to date of 215 people as Church of the Sun Coast celebrated their 4th Easter just a few weeks ago.
First time I've been involved in anything like this, and it's been quite an experience.